Good day, ladies and gents. It's your boy, the Swashbuckler. Let's go. The intention here today is maybe talk some Major League Baseball. This channel I want to start here. I think I'm going to talk about everything, whatever comes to mind that day. I may even make it, different topics each day. We'll see how it goes. But right now, I want to talk mostly about sports. A lot of Major League Baseball. I feel like MLB is a good topic right now. It's that time of the year. As you can see, I'm a Reds fan all day. I want you guys to know that I'm going to try to reply to your comments on the next videos. So not just directly in the comments, which I'll do that too. But my intentions are to be able to include you guys totally, so like talk to you through the video, maybe even call in, do videos, whatever we can do it. You know what I'm saying? Let's make it happen. Let's do this together. I'm down to support anybody else who's trying to make a channel. Let's go. Either way, I want to have fun and do this and learn. I got a lot to learn about editing and such. Make sure you guys comment, subscribe, like a video, show your love. Let me know if you agree, disagree, why. Also, feel free to hit me to any topics, any new topics, because I'm up for talking about anything. I like learning new ideas, learning about new things. Give me teams to talk about, ideas to talk about. Let me know what your favorite team is. I want to know your favorite teams. NFL, NBA, MLB, all that. Do you have a favorite soccer team out there? Let me know. Mine, as you see, is the Cincinnati Reds. Since I was a young little kiddo, that's my dad's entire side of the family are Reds fans. They're huge Bengals fans as well. I do like the Bengals. I am a Bengals fan, but my favorite team is the Detroit Lions, and they have been ever since I was 10 years old. Ever since from Barry Sanders, just a youngster, 1990. I'm from Vegas, and we didn't have pro sports teams back there, and so I've been a Detroit Lions fan ever since, thanks to Barry Sanders. And now we do have the Raiders, so my number 2 team is the Las Vegas Raiders, and then the Cincinnati Bengals are my number 3 team now. So that's that. Of course, Vegas Golden Knights are Vegas born Stanley Cup champions. That's my team right there. Looks like we're getting the Oakland A's. We'll talk about that a little bit more in a minute. Let's see. So yeah, my favorite team is the Cincinnati Reds all day. I like the Braves, probably my number 2 team since the Reds haven't been winning a lot the past decade, but they're looking good now. Got De La Soul and Matty McClain, and we got Frank Haley and Frito, Lodolo, Green. Man, they're looking good. Abbott looks like a stud. I love what he's doing. Any Abbott's going to be a good pitcher. When you have Jim Abbott in your family, you're bound to be a stud, bro. That man should be in the Hall of Fame, in my opinion. Jim Abbott, being such a great lefty that he was with one hand and being able to field like he did, that alone should have Jim Abbott in the Hall of Fame. That dude was a ridiculous pitcher. He was really very good. He didn't have a 20-year career that got all the major numbers, but he was a sub-4 ERA type pitcher. Always up there like 15 wins. Good player, man. I know he made at least one All-Star team. Let's see what else we're talking about. Baseball, Reds, Lions in the NFL, then Raiders, then Bengals. Baseball, like I said, I like the Braves. I do like the Mariners as well. I got a lot of love though. Don't get it twisted. I don't hate on teams. Like Yadi Molina is one of my favorite players. Dude's a stud. Can't help but love greatness. I don't get mad at teams for winning or beating my favorite team. It's up to my team to win. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Your team needs to win. It's not you don't get mad at another team for beating them. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about it. I've liked Aaron Rodgers. Dude's a stud. Sterling Sharp was the man, but I've never liked Brett Favre. Couldn't stand him. After he retired, I started, enjoying his highlights a bit, but then he became a guy who steals from the poor to give to the rich. So forget that turd. I've always known he was a turd too. The big show put on at John Madden, acting like he was God's gift to the world. Nah, Brett Favre's a turd. Forget that dude. And Let's see. I don't know. I've always liked teams. I've always liked small market teams. You know what I'm saying? Or teams that haven't won in a while. I love seeing new teams getting in. I love that stuff. I'm a Golden State Warriors fan because I love Steph, but I've liked the Warriors all the way back. Weber and Spree was my dude. I was shocked that Weber left after a year, but I thought that was going to be the squad. And before that was Tim Hardaway and Chris Mullin and Mitch Richmond. Run TMC. I've been down with the Warriors for a minute. You know what I'm saying? No BS. Like the Warriors and the Knicks and the Charlotte Hornets. I like to see them start doing good again. Hornets used to be my favorite team back when LJ was there, Larry Johnson. Then they became, New Orleans Hornets. I didn't like them anymore after that. And then the Bobcats I didn't like. But now they got the Hornets name back. And it's taken a few years, but I'm back to, I like the Charlotte Hornets again. That OG team, that teal and purple, awesome colors, look fresh together. Lonzo Ball looks like a stud. See, you know what I'm saying? So Jordan selling the team, I heard, so maybe they'll start winning now. you know? Um, what else we got here? For me, back to MLB, I'd say right now the ML Braves look like the number one team in all of Major League Baseball. There's no question about it. They look like if they don't win the World Series, something's wrong. They have starting pitching, relief pitching, base running, hitting, up and down the lineup. Acuna's already got 40 steals. Looks like he's going to be a 60-40 man, if not the first 50-50 man. He'll be the first 60-40 man. Have 60 stolen bases and 40 home runs. Dude's a stud. And then if they make it to the World Series, you know he's going to ball out because he's going to want to make up for what? For not being there in 2021. He's going to want to get his ring rightfully. So, you know, the Reds don't win it all, then the Braves are my next team for sure. That's the next best option. Always have been my second team. Like I said, I have love for the M's. And then how about the A's? The Oakland A's moving to Vegas. That looks like it's pretty much a done deal. Going to be a sure thing. I've always wondered why the city of Oakland just never voted yes on a new stadium for the A's. I get that the fans having to pay so much for the team is a bunch of BS. The owner. It should be mandatory that the owners should have to pay at least 50% for the new stadiums. That should just be mandatory in every league. But of course, as Joe Public, we get screwed. So that's the way it is. So we may as well just vote for the stadium because it's a better experience for us as well as the players, which makes your team better, win more. You know what I'm saying? If the players are happy, you get better players, you win. And then for us, we want to go to nice stadiums, nice parks. So you may as well just vote for the team. We're going to get screwed in taxes and everything anyways, That's just how that's how they do us, guys. Um, I am stoked that the A's are moving to Vegas. Green and yellow has always been a fresh uniform to me. LVAs will be a dope hat to have. I'll be rocking LVAs stuff. We do have the LVAs already, the AAA team, the Las Vegas Aviators, but it's not the same colors and not the same hat. Still cool though. The LV hat is cool, but A's in the front with Las Vegas on the back would be super fresh. Or have the Oakland A's green and yellow with the new era and the MLB. Oh, look at that 1990 World Series. And then have like Las Vegas on the side. Oh, VAs, that'll be fresh. That'll be the good stuff. Doing that. Yada mean. I do feel bad for A's fans. I'm sorry, guys. You guys have had great fan base. Always showed up when it mattered most. You guys made it to all the big games and really kept the place full until the stadium just got unbearable. You guys always showed up even during the regular season, got a lot of fans out, but you were always there for the big games. So, I feel for the A's fans. You guys will probably get one of the new franchises, new expansion teams when it comes in. As long as you guys got a new stadium approved, you'll get a new franchise. Sorry to A's fans. Just know they will get a lot of love here, like the Raiders have, but the A's will get a lot of love here. I'll support the A's all day. I can't not like the A's. The Reds beat them in the 1990 World Series, so no hard feelings towards the A's. And we played them back in the 70s as well in the World Series. A little matchup. Um, I hope you A's fans stay with the A's overall, and come to Vegas and support them, and especially against the teams you like least, like the Yankees or whatever. Come out and rep. Vegas is a great place to visit. So at least we have that part going. You know what I'm saying? I've always liked the Bay. The Niners are fresh. The Giants are a fresh team. Like I said, we have the Raiders now. Gonna have the A's. I'm a big Warriors fan. Steph is the man. Splash Brothers, Steph and Clay, and their cousin Dre. Warriors are so much fun to watch play basketball. They make the NBA awesome, just like the Greek Freak up there in Milwaukee. And then what about the Brew Crew? Speaking of Milwaukee, they got Yelich up there looking like he's starting to ball out again. Trying to get back ever since that terrible short 2020 season. You think the Brewers will win the NL Central, or will the youthful Reds be able to win it? The Brewers pitching will probably be the difference, but if the Reds youth can stay full of energy and that never say die at resilience and attitude, if they can hold on until Green and Lodolo get back and we get all our pitchers back, then I think the Reds will win the NL Central. If they can hold it till their pitchers get back, they'll win it. Otherwise, the starting pitching of the Brewers might just be too much, and it could start showing. We just had those matchups, such close games. We just playing the Brewers, and I think we 2-1 with the Brewers took the series, but each game was like a one-run game. So it's going to be good, going to be close, and the Reds look like a team that's going to keep winning. And if they hold on until we get Lodolo and Green back, the Brewers are in a lot of trouble, because Abbott, Lodolo, and Green's getting double-digit strikeouts. It might only be 5 innings, but he's getting double-digit strikeouts every game he pitches. That'll be a good matchup. I'd love to see the Reds versus Braves in the NLCS. That would be like a championship to me right now. I'm cool with that. The Braves could go to the World Series. The Reds make the NLCS. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Nobody saw that coming to start the year. That would be great. What a great matchup that would be. I do have the Braves winning the World Series. They just look way too good, in my opinion. They're too deep. I think the only question will be, will they have more than 2 losses in the playoffs? They look that good. They have their entire team's loaded. I think I'd give the over-under 2.5 games for the playoffs. Will they have 3 losses or 2 losses? Probably go 5 games the World Series and lose one other playoff game. That's it. That's what I say. And they're a complete team that just won it all in 2021. The only major difference is at first base with no Freddie Freeman, but now you have Olsen, and they'll have Acuna back. Hopefully, should have Acuna there who will ball out because he's going to want to earn this ring. So, it looks like the Braves are just too good. I think the Braves will be in the Fall Classic, but who will they play? Will it be the Rays versus the Braves? Will it be the Braves versus the Orioles? Or will Houston, the defending champion, show the heart of a champion and continue winning and getting hotter? Because they're starting to heat up. They started slow this year with a little championship hangover, but they're right there in the mix right now. And that heart of a champion starts to shine out as the playoffs get closer. And I would not be surprised to see another Braves-Astros rematch. That'd be a good one, but I'd definitely prefer to see Braves versus Orioles or Braves versus Rays. I'd love to see the Orioles make the World Series. It's been so long since they've been good. I really love seeing a team like the Rays franchise always being good with that low payroll. They're never up there in the payrolls. Always have one of those payrolls and always winning. Ever since that run they made when they got Longoria and everything, they've been winning since. And I love seeing that. The Diamondbacks are winning, looking good. I love seeing the small market teams winning. The Royals back in, 14, 15? What an amazing time that was for them. They actually won a World Series in 2015. Hard to believe they fell off. They climbed up so quick and then fell off so quick. I actually got in 2013, so the year before they got good all of a sudden in 14. In 2013, I got an Eric Hosmer home run ball out at spring training, and he signed the same ball he hit out. So as he hit it out, he was doing some autographs for some kids as he was leaving the game in like the fourth inning, spring training, they only play a few innings, and so he's leaving and signing the balls, some autographs for the kids. And I walked up and said, "Hey, Haas, you mind signing the ball you hit out for me?" And he's kind of doesn't say anything, and I'm like, "Okay, what's he doing?" And I just kind of chilled there. And then when he was done with the kids, he grabbed my ball and signed it for me. I was like, "Oh, thanks, man." Went on, so that's cool. So I have an Eric Hosmer home run ball. He hit out and signed. Oh, another cool story. In 2010, when the Giants won the World Series, that year before the year, neither the Reds nor neither the Reds nor the Giants were picked to make the playoffs. And in spring training that year, I got a bat signed by Jay Bruce, and Eric Davis signed it. So I have Jay Bruce and Eric Davis on a bat. Eric Davis was doing the split squad coaching. And then I actually happened to sit with Jay. I got Jay Bruce to sign the bat out front of as they were going in off the buses. And Eric Davis walked in. He goes, "Oh, I'll sign it inside." All right. I go in and sit down, sit behind the Reds dugout. Just happened to be sitting next to Jay Bruce's mom and sister and his mother's best friend, who they said like an aunt. And then Jay Bruce comes out and brings Eric Davis out to introduce Eric Davis to his family, who's sitting right next to me. I'm like, "Oh, hey, nice to meet you. You're Jay Bruce's family." I was like, your son's super cool." And then his mother started laughing. "Oh, thanks." I was like, "He signed my bat for me." Then Eric Davis out there, and I'm like, "Hey, Eric, you signed my bat now? You said you signed it inside out there." He's like, "All right." I jump up on the dugout, hand it down to him, and he signs the bat for me. So I got that signed. Then the next day, I get a bat signed by a different bat signed by Pablo Sandoval. I got a black bat signed with some silver Pablo Sandoval bat. And that year, the Giants win it all. And then in 2012, Pablo hits the 3 home runs in the game. The only other players do that is Reggie Jackson and Babe Ruth. And then not only that, so not only do the Giants win the World Series, but the Reds make the playoffs, and Jay Bruce hits the clinching home run to get the Reds in the playoffs that year. So that's a pretty cool story. I had that. I don't know if that's interesting to you or not. It was a lot of fun. Spring training is a fun thing to do. You go out there, it's best time to get autographs and stuff. Is that spring training? Excuse me. I did that a few years in a row out there. I went with some buddies. That was some good times. I haven't been to spring training in a few years, though. Be nice to do it again. I haven't been since 2015 or 2016 is the last time I went. And the last football game I made was the Lions at Chargers last home game in 2015, or last season. The Chargers were in San Diego. I went to the NFL kickoff Sunday. Lions at Chargers. I have not been to an NFL game since. Wanted to go to a Raiders game until I saw it's $250 plus taxes and fees for the worst seats in the house. I could forget about that. I'm not doing that. Anyways, enough complaining. So who will be the Braves matchup in the World Series? You think the Braves are going to go? I do. Obviously, I think they're going to win it all. Hopefully they play the Orioles or the Rays. I wouldn't be surprised to see Astros versus Braves rematch. I wouldn't be surprised to see the Guardians make it either. They're due after their name change. How is it that the Nats won the series the year before we had the lockdown? The Golden Knights went to the Cup their inaugural season after what happened, the Vegas incident that happened on their final preseason game of their inaugural season was the same day. Let's see, Braves versus Astros. We had Soler hit a moonshot in Houston. All that type of weird stuff happened. So I wouldn't be surprised to see the Guardians get up there. They're due after their name change. Thought of drama with that. You had Dodgers win it after 1988. It'd be awesome to see the Braves. Maybe the Ohio World Series, Braves versus Guardians. Reds versus Guardians. The Reds haven't made it in 33 years. So, I don't know. We'll see. Houston's an awesome team. No matter what, trash cans or not, you can't take it away from what the Astros have done since 2017. Or maybe even the year before they were good. But they've won a lot of games in the last 7-8 years. They were, 2-2 or 2-3? They've won 2 World Series out of 4 or 5. I know they lost to the Braves and the Nationals. But they beat the Dodgers and Who'd they beat last year? I don't even remember now. Anyways. Oh, what else was it? Then Brady goes to the Bucks and wins the first ever home field championship, the first ever game it played actually at home in the Super Bowl. And it's the same year we're locked in our homes. They win the home field championship, the first home field championship. The very next year, the Rams do it in LA while we're still like coming out of all that craziness. Weird stuff happens with sports, but it's still interesting, and I still have a lot of fun watching it. So I don't know. You tell me. Leave a comment. Let me know who you think is going to be in the World Series this year. What will be the matchup? I think Astros Reds, the old NLC Central matchup would be good. Brewers Astros old NLC Central matchup, but Braves Orioles would be the top one. I think Braves are just too good, and seeing the Orioles finally make it, that'd be awesome. It's been a long time for them to even be good. Ever since they got robbed by, what was that, Jeffrey Mayer in Yankee Stadium, they haven't been good ever since. Had a couple little, seasons. I think they made a one-game playoff back in like 2016 or 17. I don't know, one of them. But let's see. This is just a little starter. I got a lot to learn about editing, so I could put in some clips and stuff. Give me some ideas, guys. If you have anything to let me know, do so. I hope you guys have fun with this. Let's do it together. Let's build this up. Help me, figure out a lot of things about this. If anybody wants to help me do editing or give me some ideas on what's the easiest app or software to use, let me know. I have an idea with music editing on how to, do the cut and pasting and lay it in. So I do have an idea with that. If anybody wants to make some videos together, I'm up for that. That would be cool. Eventually I'll be able to put in clips and stuff. But like I said, that's the only thing that's kept me from doing this all this time, is not having the time to learn how to do the video editing. But right now I have a couple weeks off. I'm on vacation for a couple weeks, so now or never. I figure let's start getting some videos up here. You know what I'm saying? Pick different topics and stuff. And on that note, much love everyone out there. Hope I don't catch too much hate. Myself, I'm just getting started, you know what I'm saying? So show me some love. If you actually like, comment, and subscribe, that'd be sick. That'd be super awesome. You definitely made my day, and thank you. If you do so, I'll thank you right now. I think we all know how that feels, to get a little love, get a random subscriber, even when it's on your regular channel that you aren't even trying to get a subscription. When you get one, it's super cool, let alone if you're trying to, and you're trying to build a channel, then it's extremely exciting to get any love, any extra subs, So thank you guys. Be good. All the blessings in the world to you. Much love.